Angeba Sojola here. Now, particularly in this video, we'll be speaking about the metal age, right? What is the metal age and how it actually developed, right? Now, one of the first metals to be discovered in Africa, right, by the in the metal age was the copper metal, right, which brought in about a copper age, right? In this copper age, they could bring about utensils, burn it using firewood or charcoal, right? Melt it and be able to shape it into various things. They used spears. They produced spears, utensils, plates, pots, things that you need to basically tame the wilderness at that time, right? Copper was very easy to basically shape. So you didn't need very high temperatures to basically shape it, melt it, separate it from its ore and things like that. And our ancestors were able to develop this copper industry. Right now, when you look at South Africa, there are copper mines which are around 200,000 years old, right? And that's literally as old as the human being as we know it, right? Not Homo naledi or anything that looks like apish or whatever, but the full developed human being, right? Came about 200,000 years ago. So, so about 200,000 years ago was the Copper Age. But in parallel with the Copper Age, the Golden Age also started, right? I wouldn't call it the Golden Age, but when you look at South Africa's history and archaeology, there are gold mines which are 200,000 years old. So, which means that the metal age, the copper age, started very early. You know, when you look at information given by Western archaeologists, right, most of their gold mines, in terms of minerals that were mined, are only about 10,000 BC. You know, in history, we've got records that are 200,000 years old. You've got mines, gold mines that are 200,000 years old, copper mines that are 200,000 years old, right? Now, after the development of the copper age, we went right straight into the Bronze Age, right? Now, the Bronze Age, the way you produce bronze is basically mixing copper and tin, right? This produces a more, a better, slightly better material that you can mold better than copper, right? So it means you can use this for much stronger things like weaponry handlings, anything to deal with the challenges of that day, be it hunting or trying to gather some food. So now basically this was the Bronze Age. And then after the Bronze Age was basically the Iron Age, right? The introduction of the Iron Age was basically the introduction of the melting of iron ore, mining iron ore and melting it using charcoal and producing products and materials that you can use. Right now, I'm saying that the Iron Age, right, developed concurrently or in parallel with the agricultural age, right? Now, when as we were moving as a species, right, we basically developed certain techniques to survive in the wild, right? Now, the more we grew and we were giving birth to children and eating more meat, that's when our societies grew. When our societies grew, we realized that we need a more stable form of of food production rather than hunting and gathering. That's when the actual planting started and agriculture, right? Now, when we started to plant food for ourselves and our livestock, right? In that process, the Iron Age developed, right? Certain tools were developed in the Iron Age. Weaponry is one of the most important things. Certain things that cows used, right? Our cattle used and needed were developed from the iron, which was melted and produced. Certain tools, certain agricultural tools were used to plow and prepare the soil and also to harvest. So a lot of technology in terms of agriculture was developed around the Iron Age, right? So also around the Iron Age, certain cultures and certain chiefdoms developed because of the discovery of the Iron Age. So basically, I'd say this is the Iron Age, which is also coupled with the the early agricultural stage. For more information on industrialization, please watch the next video.